The golf cart. Walk me through it. I want the whole thing, soup to nuts. Where does it come from? Why? Why'd you give it to him? Why does Aaron Rodgers need a golf cart? Does he really want one? Walk me through it. The whole.
Okay, so
everything. Give me a.
I'll give it to you. So,
Please.
kind of timing-wise, it worked out perfectly. So this actually went back to Christmas. This was his Christmas present. He pretty much, he does Pat McAfee Tuesdays.
Yes,
Shout
he
out
does.
Pat McAfee.
Indeed.
And he pretty much bullied me on that show, that saying I don't get him good gifts and that my gifts are terrible if he even gets any from me. So, that kind of sparked, you know what? All right, like he said, he wanted a Vanquish, an Aston Martin Vanquish. That's his dream car. I'm like, well, there's absolutely no way I'm ever going to buy you that car. Like, you have worked really hard. You should probably treat yourself.
It doesn't matter how much he shames you on McAfee's show. That ain't happening. Like a real deal Aston Martin's not coming. Got it.
So then that's what kind of sparked the idea. I'm like, all right, well, he's a big time golfer. He loves golfing. So I'm like, let me just make you just. Am I allowed to swear on the show? I don't know.
No, not really. That's McAfee's show. We still have
I was going to give him the baddest blank.
Yes.
Golf cart, and then I worked together locally, built it, customized it, made sure it looked like an Aston Martin Vanquish. We had some fun with it. Got every little kind of doohickey that you want to add into it. That's a lot of fun. And then timing wise, it was ready in April, but I didn't know where he was going to be. I'm like, where do you want me to put this thing? And then finally, when he wants to share it, tell it to everyone, because clearly I'm not one of his close friends or close people. Yeah. I had to find out like everyone else, except the small few that he was coming back. I finally knew. I'm like, all right, well then, perfect. I'm going to drop it off at the facility then for you. And then that kind of sparked into him driving it down to work, and he's had the most fun, and I love it because it kind of inadvertently, he's like now my chauffeur to practice. So this is, in a way, it kind of worked out for me.
See, I've noticed there's been photographs of the lineup of cars outside of the facility waiting to come in, and he's there in the golf cart. Is he driving it around Green Bay? Because as we noticed, you did give him license plate LUVN69. That's in reference, of course, to your uniform number, right, David? Right?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Just want to make sure that we're up and up on that.
You told me this is a family-friendly radio show, so I got to keep it.
Well, he's loving exactly 69. I'll just say it.
Yeah, he's loving his left tackle. That's it.
Why not? So, but is he driving around town? Because that's a real license plate, a real Wisconsin license plate, correct?
He doesn't have it registered and the rearview mirror, so we did until we heard some rumblings that he could get pulled over, which made the city unhappy, which we're like, guys, this is a great thing. But out of respect to the law,
yes,
there's no one at the end of the day is above it.
Yes.
We now have to operate on the sidewalks, which we have, because I'm sure, Rich, you've been to our practice facility. It's really just we're barely getting on the street, and then we get off the street real quick because we're just right across the street is our practice facility. So we now have to just operate on the walkthroughs and the sidewalks is where we have to drive. But it's a fun time. It works. I got to tell you, it's a lot faster than I would have thought. There's no governor on that thing, so it can go now.
Well, it's an Aston Martin, David. It's just not like, it's not like you're going from the third green to the fourth tee here. Like, this is a real deal vehicle that you've given him. That's the real deal.
But you can with it. That's the best part. You can go from the third green to the fourth tee with this. The only thing I wish I would have put in now is exhaust and then a fake sound to make it sound like it's like an actual vehicle, like not electric. That would have been kind of fun.
He did get rid of the fuzzy pink steering wheel cover, correct? Like that was something he dispatched with, right?
I'm going to fact check you. He does have it, and whenever he plays his teen angst music, I make him put it on the steering wheel. So it's tucked underneath. So I'm like,
what do you mean his teen angst music? What?
Counting Crows. The '90s grunge, which I'm a fan of. Sometimes he'll throw on like some the Taylor Swift song. I'm like, all right, you got to put it on. And I think he's done that 4 times. I think I've only won once.
Okay.
But that was one good victory. That's a 25%. So I'm feeling good about that one.
David Bakhtiari here on the Rich Eisen Show. Now, I don't mean to, pick at anything here, but I'm mandated to follow up. What do you mean you found out, like everyone else, that Aaron Rodgers was coming back or returning to the Packers?
Well, like he had said leading up, it's like, he had someone had said the news that close people have someone's been told, I forget who broke the news, that someone's been told by close people, or he's telling close people that he's going to be returning.
Yes.
And I thought I was very close with Aaron. I'd like to think I am. At least on my end, I still view him as a close friend. And I wasn't told this.
Yes.
And I literally had worked out with him all the way up to the end of the week before.
Yeah.
That Monday. So for me, I felt a little hurt. But you know what? As a lineman, we bounce back. That's just what we do. We're not what you want. We're what you need. And we're always there for you. So, hey, I had to learn the hard way, just like everyone else, through social media. But I was there in open arms, welcoming him back in the facility on Monday morning.
Because the photographs of him working out with you, David Bakhtiari, were indications to a lot of people, certainly in Green Bay, that things were good, and that things not only were good, but he was going to come back. And you're telling me not even when you're spotting him, he's spotting you. Oh, by the way, we're good. I'll see you soon. Like we're playing. Like nothing like that at all during the workouts.
So I think I've thrown enough jabs at him. For us, our friendship is, also outside football. So
yes,
when we're working out, I don't try to mix friendship and business. So when we're working out, we're having fun. We I'm sure he gets blown up enough about it. We don't need to talk about it. We're just having fun, lifting weights, and being happy, enjoying the moment, enjoying our time off and our time away.
Okay, so
then a lot of those times, that conversation isn't coming up. Has it? Absolutely, but I really, both of us, we try to keep it kind of to a minimum because it's already weighing enough with all the things circulating around. It's we just want to have fun. So.
Well, okay. So,
and I just really want to lift weights too. So I'm not there to have a conversation.
Okay, understood. But in this conversation, as you and I are talking, yesterday he said that he doesn't want a farewell tour, no sort of anything like that. Do you sense anything different now from last year? Is there like a last dance feel to it? Like what can you allow or share with us on that subject as we're in the middle of August right now?
Well, I think the one thing I noticed from Aaron is a sense of gratitude. A lot of appreciation in the moment. And I think that comes down to, I think the end is closer than the beginning. And I have no idea when the end is, but I think for him, he's like, you know what, I'm going to stop counting my opportunities. I'm going to start making my opportunities count. Oh. So I think for him, it's just a lot more in the presence and moment. That's what I feel, seeing him a lot happier, a lot more jokes, because it is true. I mean, in this business, it can abruptly come to a stop, and that, on an emotional side, that can be a lot. And he's seen a lot of friends throughout the years, cycles of friends come and go throughout this locker room. So I'm with him on that. I have no idea. From a teammate standpoint, absolutely, I want him to stay as long as possible. I hope I retire and end up playing. I hope he stays here longer than I am. But that's just we're gonna have to all wait and see. And I'm just fortunate enough that I kind of get a front row seat to it.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.